Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed via video a meeting of the National Association of State Chambers, which is an organization that is aimed to coordinate different chambers of commerce from all of the 50 states. And so they had a meeting in Florida, and Zelensky appeared over a screen, and he basically gave a direct thank you to the military-industrial complex.
Amazing. It's amazing.
Outright, this was so comical. I actually considered, and one of our followers actually tweeted this at us. They asked, "Is this a deep fake?" Because that's
what I thought when you sent it to me.
You thought it was a deep fake. You thought it was
I thought it was a joke. I thought
it didn't seem like satire. I mean, it seemed real to me.
I thought it was like Babylon Bee shit or something.
Oh, like somebody doing a voiceover. It seemed like the kind of thing that if you wrote it as satire, it wouldn't work because it's not ironic enough. It's just, it's too on the nose. It's too straightforward to be funny as a piece of satire. Then I thought, is it fake? But then I saw different outlets start reporting on it. So I guess this is real. But this just shows you how shameless this whole war machine has become.
American business can become the locomotive that will once again push forward global economic growth. We have already managed to attract attention and have cooperation with such giants of the international financial and investment world as BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs. Such American brands as Starlink or Westinghouse have already become part of our Ukrainian way. You're brilliant.
He should ditch that sweater. He should be like one of the NASCAR guys. Just wear all the mascots on the
patches
jacket.
On.
Exactly, yeah.
Systems such as HIMARS or Bradleys are already uniting our history of freedom with your enterprises. We are
uniting our history of freedom.
History of corruption.
With your enterprises, our freedom plus your enterprises. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. You haven't seen anything this naked ever.
Already, we have a KFC, and we are soon in talks with the Burger King.
Yeah, exactly.
We are looking closely at Abrams. Thousands of such examples are possible, and everyone can become a big business by working with Ukraine.
Everyone can become a big business by working with
weapons
Ukraine.
And defense to construction, from communication to agriculture, from transport to IT.
I have to play this for when he just rattles them off. This is just amazing.
From weapons and defense to construction, from communication to agriculture, from transport to IT, from banks to medicine. And I believe that freedom must always win.
Listen, dude, you're talking to the Chamber of Commerce. You don't have to couch it in the freedom talk. I mean, you didn't couch it much, but like you may as well not even bother. Like, they know what this is all about. This is all about the money. And you were clear enough. You don't have to at that point say, "Oh yeah, by the way, freedom." Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's right. I forgot. What did I just say? The banks, the pharmaceutical companies, the real estate companies, the IT companies, weapons, defense, and oh yeah, that's right. This is all about freedom.
Unlike many countries you do business in that will not take cash payments in brown paper bag, Ukraine is willing and able. If this is a bit too analog for you, we also have an account on Coinbase where you can send many varieties of cryptocurrencies, which we can then convert to my private via on Corsica.
It's just amazing. It's just amazing. But like, look, this is what you get. Like, the reason why they can be just this shameless and this out in the open is because they have, and people are going to get mad at me for saying this, and I'm not going to get into a big semantical thing with you guys, but they have most of what passes in this country for the left, right? I understand it's not the real left. Okay, can we not debate that semantics for 15 minutes? You guys know what I mean. They have most of what passes for the left in this country on board. and the left historically have been the only ones with a real critique of the military-industrial complex.
Right.
And so as long as they're on board with it, you can say this shit out in the open because you're not going to get any serious pushback from anybody.
Sure. Well, that segment reminded me, I think it was Fahrenheit 9/11. I believe Michael Moore had a segment where he showed like Microsoft talking about the tremendous business opportunities that Iraq presented. Like they were having a conference of all these businesses talking about how much money there was to be made in Iraq. I believe it was in Fahrenheit 9/11.
It would have been.
So hey, this is nothing new. Like when you have these wars, yeah, man, these corporations, I mean, they generally don't talk about it in public like this dumbass just did.
Because if they talked about it in public back then, the left would have been on it. The left would have been upset about it.
They were. Hence Fahrenheit 9/11.
Right. No, but I'm saying that's why this shit didn't come out. I mean, there wasn't social media like there was now, obviously. But that's part of the reason why you didn't see this just like naked, shameless display of, hey, come to Ukraine and build a bank. You know?
I mean, Goldman Sachs, one of the world's most evil, exploitative corporations. And to be talking and praising all these, I mean, this is the Davos war. That's what we should really start dubbing it. Because I don't think it's an accident that he's making this speech right after Davos when very famously all these Ukrainian attaches were going around hitting up all the Goldman Sachs and all these financiers for money to rebuild Ukraine for after the war, hitting them up for billions of dollars now.
Please clap.